Welcome back to the refreshed, the rejuvenated, the refueled Sean's View Entertainment right here on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video and subscribe, where it is always prolific, consistent, and dedicated with your Hell in a Cell 2014 pay-per-view review / results / highlights. We're going to run it down from the last match to the main event, the main attraction. It kicks off with the kickoff show. Bo Dallas would get destroyed by Mark Henry in mere minutes. Under 1 minute, Mark Henry winning that match. Would that be the last we see of Mark Henry tonight at Hell in a Cell? The first match was 2 out of 3 falls. The great opener that it was, Intercontinental title on the line. Dolph Ziggler versus Cesaro. Ziggler winning 2 straight falls, but what a great match. What solid grappling, mat-based wrestling we've seen. We've seen amazing maneuvers showcased throughout the duration of this match. And I was quite surprised that Cesaro did not get one victory, but Cesaro still looks strong, so I'm not really going to complain because this match was great from start to finish. These guys got around good, solid 15 to 20 minutes to showcase their skills, and they gave it their very best. Dolph Ziggler still the reigning, defending Intercontinental Champion, and I could not be any happier with the way the WWE started the Hell in a Cell. Up next, it was who was going to be whose bitch. Brie Bella, one-on-one with Nikki Bella. Oh, and by the way, that first match with Cesaro and Ziggler, did you think I was going to forget about giving it a number rating? 5 out of 5 stars to kick off Hell in a Cell. What the Bella Twins just displayed in the second match of the night is that they can go and that they can absolutely wrestle and they can pick up their game when they are forced to. This was an excellent match. Yes, you heard me right. I don't care how much hate and criticism. I'm telling it like it is. I'm telling the damn bottom line. Nikki Bella and Brie Bella went out there and put together a great match. Now, I actually found myself wanting to see more of this match. Yeah, you heard me right. I wanted to see more of this match. It came away with Nikki Bella defeating Brie Bella, which means Brie Bella must now be the bitch of Nikki Bella, the assistant. I'd give this match 4 out of 5 stars. I may be overrating it. Some may say I'm underrating it. The bottom line is this match came through when it had to, and Brie Bella actually did a little Daniel Bryan maneuvers in this match. We see Nikki Bella hit some pretty stiff shots on her own sister. They made this match very believable, and I'm very shocked at how great it came off. I always knew that they had it in them, but they really exceeded my expectations in this match, and I'm glad to say that they did. And I'm glad to say that they proved me wrong. This match was a hell of a lot better than I thought it was going in. Wow, what an affair that was. The WWE Tag Team Championships was on the damn line. And what we witnessed here in this match, it was almost as if going through this pay-per-view, it was almost as if every single match was trying to outdo the match that came before it. And this was no different with Star and Goldust versus the Usos. What a great match this was. Great pace. Definitely got me off the edge of my seat. I could not be any more impressed with the way that this match went. And I got to give it another 4.5 out of 5 stars. Yes, even the Divas match before this was good. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to reiterate what I said. The Divas match before this was good, and this was yet another solid match at Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell is impressing the hell out of me tonight. I got to admit, and I got to agree. I'm just telling it like it is. It was Hell in a Cell number 2, and only the 4th match of the night. Randy Orton and John Cena would write another hellacious chapter in their illustrious history, and a match that definitely had memorable moments. There was highlights in this match. Now, I'm not going to come on here and rant about how it was the greatest Hell in a Cell match of all time, because it wasn't. But what it was better than their last encounter in 2009. It was more brutal. It was more physical. You seen chairs. You seen tables. You seen steps. You saw the Hell in a Cell used. You saw a couple AAs thrown at Randy Orton, but Randy Orton would be not denied at that time. John Cena would have to use an AA through a table off the top rope to end Randy Orton, to close in to be the number 1 contender to the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, in a match that I definitely felt, like I said, it had its moments. It wasn't the worst encounter out of the two, and hopefully this brings some closure to Orton and Cena inside Hell in a Cell, where John Cena would get the last final AA, like I said, through the table on Randy Orton. But like I said, Randy Orton also had his moments to shine in this match. Both superstars were given a sufficient amount of time to show their best stuff and their best moves. I give this match 4 out of 5 stars. Randy Orton loses Cena, #1 contender to the WWE World title. And up to this point, Hell in a Cell is definitely worth a watch. And we're not even done yet. In the following next 2 matches, nothing great, nothing significant, nothing unexpected or unpredictable happened. Sheamus defeated The Miz. It was an okay match. Rusev defeated The Big Show. We thought we were going to see a Mark Henry heel turn there. It didn't happen. Now, another Divas match that actually satisfied and sacrificed. It was AJ Lee versus Paige. AJ Lee getting the victory, but I think we've seen better from these two, but it was still decent for what it was. And then we go to what many think was the true main event, the second of the double Hell in a Cell main events, Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins. And when Ambrose started climbing the top of the Hell in a Cell to start this match off, you knew you were going to be in for something special, because up to this point, Hell in a Cell impressed. The main event, Hell in a Cell, Rollins, Ambrose, it sold on every point, every counter. They used the Hell in a Cell like I haven't seen it used in a very long time. They brought back the brutality, the violence. They brought back what Hell in a Cell used to mean, and it brought me back to a time where I was like, wow, they can actually still pull off a Hell in a Cell match in the PG era when they stretch the PG rating and make it what it is. We've seen the two combatants fall off the Hell in a Cell through the announcer's position. We thought the match was over, but it had just begun. The violence, the brutality, the physicality had just begun between Rollins and Ambrose as we seen these two guys go pillar to post. They go through every single thing that they could. They threw it looked like a demolition derby. It looked like a car wreck on I-95 in this Hell in a Cell match. But the most disturbing of all, Bray Wyatt would come out. Bray Wyatt would return, and he would make his presence known in this match, attacking Dean Ambrose, coming from out of nowhere. Seth Rollins picking up the victory. But you know what? I'm not going to go away being mad and say, oh, I'm going to pick apart the pay-per-view, because it was a screw job ending. This was a great Hell in a Cell match. It definitely outshined Orton and Cena just because of what they were able to do in this match, because I don't think Orton and Cena would have done what Ambrose and Rollins did. Then again, Rollins and Ambrose are a lot younger than Cena and Orton. But anyways, I'm not going to take anything away. Both Cell matches delivered in their own way. Of course, the main event with Rollins and Ambrose obviously being the better of the two Hell in a Cell matches. But this entire Hell in a Cell event was great. I thought it was solid. I thought it was top-notch. Going back for all the Raws that were leading to Hell in a Cell, it was lackluster. It was mediocre. I wasn't expecting much. But Hell in a Cell delivered on all cylinders tonight. Almost every match was above 4 out of 5 stars, or maybe in this case, the last main event, 5 out of 5 stars. I don't think I even gave one match 3 out of 5 in this one. Well, alright, The Big Show and Rusev and Sheamus, but I didn't really put much emphasis on those matches. I'm sorry, I lied. Bottom line is, this was a great pay-per-view. I'm not going to come apart and pick it apart for the little things. Your comments, your opinions. Hell in a Cell gets a solid 9 out of 10 stars from me. Subscribe.